Hybrids collection. Today I'll be showing you guys every single hybrid dinosaur from Jurassic World as well as Jurassic Park. There will be plenty of custom dinosaurs. Are you guys ready? Let's go! Hey guys, I'm Dan and welcome back to the Basement Dino Dungeon. Yes, today I'll be showing you guys my hybrid dinosaur toys collection. Are you guys ready? Let's go! Alright guys, so let's begin our first hybrid of the day. Omega 09 Tyrannosaurus Rex that we have custom painted and sculpted on our own. Okay, I've actually painted this together with Mrs. Dan. Mrs. Dan painted the eyes and I painted the remaining parts of the body. This is actually one of my favorite works of my own, okay? Omega 09 Tyrannosaurus Rex. I want to hear from you guys. Which is the most powerful hybrid dinosaur? Let me know, okay? I'll let you guys know how I feel and which one I think is the greatest of all time. Okay, next up, we have another T-Rex figure. This is a Chaos Effect. Chaos Effect Tyrannosaurus Rex all the way back in 1990s. This is the original color. I love the patterns, the colors. It has like red, yellow, blue, and the tongue is actually in purple. So that's really interesting. Okay, next up, let's have a look. Okay, this figure can't really stand, okay? Next up, I'm gonna show you guys a real hybrid. Okay, not exactly a real hybrid. This is basically Velociraptor. Do you guys know what dinosaur it actually comprises of? I'll let you guys know right now. Velociraptor. It has the DNA of, you guess it, Velociraptor, because you can see the sickle claw. And it's also part Archaeopteryx, which is why it has wings. So this is basically a Velociraptor and an Archaeopteryx. This is a vintage figure from Jurassic Park. I love this. I'm gonna place it right over here. Oh my goodness, it can't stand. Okay, next, let's pick and choose. There are a couple more hybrids right here. Plenty of them. This is definitely in my top 3 favorite custom painted figure. This is level 40 Baryonyx. I painted this and sculpted on my own. This is also based on Jurassic World The Game. The sounds are no longer working, but check this out. Check out the spikes. It's really beautiful. The colors on his body, I would prefer it to be better. I could have painted it better for sure. So this is a level 40 Baryonyx. Beautiful. And Baryonyx is known as the Heavy Claw. Next up, I'm going to show you guys a Scorpios Rex. This Scorpios Rex right here, it's a Gen 2. Generation 2 Scorpios Rex. Or was it Generation 1? I can't remember, but check this out. These colors are actually based on the colors that you can find from Jurassic World The Game as well. So it has a mix of like turquoise, green, purple, yellow, silver. So this to me, it's one of the most space looking. It looks like an alien to me. Okay, so we're gonna pick up the Scorpios Rex right from the floor. The original Scorpios Rex. Let me pick it up. And speaking of Scorpios Rex, guys, the ultimate damage Scorpios Rex is released. And I will be reviewing it really soon. Hopefully by next Saturday. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. So this is the original Scorpios Rex. And we have taken the same figure and did a custom paint job right here, okay? Do you guys like this color scheme? I think it looks kind of extreme. So you will either like it or, maybe you probably don't like it. So this is Scorpios Rex. And in case that you guys do not know, Scorpios Rex was actually the first hybrid created by Dr. Wu, not Indominus Rex. So it's basically a field experiment because the Scorpios Rex was extremely volatile, extremely aggressive, and it couldn't follow any commands from the human beings. Next, I'm going to be showing you guys one of the earliest hybrids. This is known as an Ultimasaurus. It wasn't seen in the movies, but this was actually part of the vintage toys collection. Ultimasaurus. Let me show you guys a bigger figure of an Ultimasaurus. It's right over here, okay? Check this out. Ultimasaurus basically contains the DNA of various dinosaurs. You can see from the head sculpt. You have the horns of a Triceratops. This crown right here is also the crown of a Triceratops. Check out the body. The body has the spikes which are very similar to the Ankylosaurus. You guessed it right. It also has a club at the end of the tail, which is also similar to the Ankylosaurus. And check out the feet as well. The feet has sickle-shaped claws, so it also has the DNA of Velociraptor and Tyrannosaurus Rex as well, if I'm not wrong. So this is basically one of the very early hybrids as well. Not seen in the movies, but it was actually in the toy line. I didn't paint this on my own. We actually got this from a seller, a collector, and artist. Next which figure shall we pick up? I'm going to be showing you guys one Spinosaurus. Not exactly a hybrid, but it has hybrid DNA as well. What is this? Check this out. This is known as the Camo Extreme Spinosaurus. Yes, another custom painted dinosaur. Check this out. I'm not too sure whether I'm still able to open the mouth. Once, previously when I opened the mouth, a spider actually jumped out. I was so scared. It basically frightened me, gave me a huge fright. So this time, there are no spiders living inside the tongue anymore, okay? So this is the Camo Extreme. Let me show you guys another Camo Extreme figure. Are you guys able to spot it? It is blue in color. It's right over here, guys. Right over here. That is the Camo Extreme Velociraptor. Let me pick it up and show you, okay? So, this is the other Camo Extreme, or is it Chaos Effect? I think this is known as the Chaos Effect. So, you can see this Velociraptor. This is the original color. I'm not lying to you. I didn't paint this. These are the original colors. It has bright yellow stripes. I love it. It also has blue. The base color of blue. I love this color scheme. It looks really cool. Velociraptor, as you can see, they are very slender. So they are supposed to be the size of a peacock, of a modern day peacock, not the huge velociraptors you see in the movie, okay? And they are like birds basically. So they are known as speedy teeth if you guys have forgotten. Speedy teeth meaning they are very fast. Okay, let's pick up another hybrid. This is also one of my proudest work as well. Check this out. What is this? Another Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let me just put the Baryonyx aside first. Let's have a look at this. What do you call this? This is known as the Mortem Rex. Mortem Rex, I'm not too sure whether it's from Jurassic World The Game. I think so. This is definitely one of my best works. It's simple, but it's beautiful. I've painted it with like black paint, a base black paint. On top there's a bit of like a dark gray. And I've painted like the volcano stripes on his body. And these plates, or rather spikes, are custom sculpted by my own. I love this figure. It looks so cool. Mrs. Dan also painted the eyes for me because I'm not good with like intricate details. So Mrs. Dan helped me with the eyes. Looks really gorgeous. I love the volcanic stripes on its body. I love it. So this is known as Mortem Rex. I think this is my best work. I'm not too sure about you guys. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Which is my best custom painted dinosaur? Let me know down below. Next up, let me show you this one. This is an Indominus Rex. This Indominus Rex, it's basically the this is not the Indominus Rex. This is a Gigantotosaurus known as R-Giga. If I'm not wrong, this is actually inspired by one of the games. I think it's known as, I can't remember, Ark Survival, probably. So I love this. It's basically in purple color and it has golden stripes. Beautiful. I love this. R-Giga. I don't think the sounds are working anymore, but it's fine. I love this figure. Let me know down below which do you think it's my best work so far. Okay, next up, let's take a look at some actual hybrids. How about this one? this one that we all know, the Indoraptor. Let's pick it up. I'm gonna bend down and pick it up. So this is the Indoraptor, right? Yep, track and attack Indoraptor. So this is our first figure with sounds. Yes, our first figure with sounds, because the rest are supposed to have like sounds and stuff, but I think the batteries have ran out and I've removed some of the batteries as well. So track and attack Indoraptor. As you guys know, Indoraptor, it has the DNA of Indominus Rex and Blue. So that is one very aggressive, one deadly hybrid dinosaur. I think that you guys have seen it in Fallen Kingdom. It is just so aggressive and so clever. And speaking of aggressive, you can't say the word aggressive without mentioning the Indominus Rex, the original hybrid that everybody is familiar with. Okay, the first hybrid dinosaur in modern day. Okay, because this was actually seen in the very first Jurassic World movie, which is one of the better movies. We have the camouflage and better Indominus Rex. The reason why it is so deadly is because it has the DNA of multiple dinosaurs as well as animals. I want you guys to take a pause and tell me as many animals or dinosaur it has the DNA of, okay? So I'll give you like 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so how many dinosaurs or animals are you able to guess? So the Indominus Rex, it has the DNA of Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptor. It also has the camouflaging abilities of the octopus. All right. It also has a DNA of the Gigantotosaurus. That's right. That's all I can think of. It also has a DNA of a frog, which is why it's some reptiles, because it was able to regulate its body temperature. So the Indominus Rex is really one of the most powerful hybrids, if not the most powerful. This is incredible. Yep, incredible hybrid dinosaur. Okay, next up, let's pick up another incredible hybrid dinosaur from the floor. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna pick up. This one, another pretty incredible and gorgeous looking hybrid dinosaur. This is the Stegoceratops, okay? So it is part Stegosaurus. Some people actually said part Stegosaurus, part Triceratops, but the head looks to me more like a Pseudoceratops, but it has 3 horns, so it should be a part Triceratops and part Pseudoceratops. This is like a 2015 figure, if I'm not wrong. Stegosaurus plates and the horns of a Triceratops. So this is built like a tank, a massive tank, but with the plates of the Stegosaurus as well as the Thagomizer. So this is another deadly dinosaur. The Indominus Rex easily taken down the Ankylosaurus, but I think it's gonna have a hard battle with the Stegoceratops because it is so strong and so powerful. Has plenty of spikes. Okay, next up, check this out. What is that? That green and blue Indominus Rex looking dinosaur. This is actually my first ever custom painted dinosaur. Let me pick it up for you guys, okay? So this one was not done by me. This was actually painted by Mrs. Dan. So Mrs. Dan painted this with blue and then graduated into green and yellow. Very creative, and the top is actually painted in red. So this is a very cool figure by Mrs. Dan. She painted entire figure on her own. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, I think the Mortem Rex is injured. Hopefully the plates are not affected. Yep, thankfully they're still intact. Okay, but I'm not too sure about some of the other dinosaurs around it. Okay, so yep, this was the very first figure that we have custom painted, okay? And Mrs. Dan did this entirely on her own. This is not like an actual hybrid. It's basically an Indominus Rex. We can call this like level 50 Indominus Rex. I'm just kidding. And speaking of level Indominus Rex, we actually have the actual one from Jurassic World The Game. This is level 40 Indominus Rex. Okay, this part right here, I'm not gonna ban it because it is actually like broken. So level 40 Indominus Rex, this is the level 1 Indominus Rex. So it evolves into a level 40 Indominus Rex. Apparently this is like the strongest Indominus Rex in the game. You can see it has like golden spikes, golden legs, very cool. I love it. Okay, next up, we still have plenty more figures, okay? Plenty of more figures that you have not seen them before. But before that, let me show you this one. This is basically the grab and growl Indoraptor. You know, I'm actually extremely sad because my grab and growl Indoraptor is no longer working. The batteries are not working. Even when I change the batteries, it still doesn't work. So my grab and growl Indoraptor is basically dead, okay? It's very sad because I really love this figure and I can't get it to work. Hopefully one day I'll be able to buy another one. Hopefully, but it's not easy to find. Okay, next figure. I'm gonna show you guys one figure that is impossible to find. Custom made Baryonyx with mechanical arm. If you guys have watched Jurassic World Dominion, you should have seen this before. So you can see this Baryonyx actually has a blinded eye. The left eye is actually blinded, but the right eye is actually healthy. And is wearing like a, what do you call this? Like a strap that ties the mechanical arm to it. So this is actually custom made. I got this from Greta, okay? Greta is from the Blue Fury Designs. This is a very nice custom made dinosaur she made for Dan's surprise. I'm really happy with that figure. Okay, next up, there is an Ultimasaurus right at the back. Are you guys able to guess it? What did I tell you guys? I have told you guys that the Ultimasaurus, oh my goodness, the arms came out. We have to fix it right at the back, guys. Let's pop it right at the back. Hopefully it works. Yes. So you guys remember, what does the Ultimasaurus comprise of? Let me know. So Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Velociraptor, as well as Tyrannosaurus Rex, if I'm not wrong. So Ultimasaurus, this is a 3D printed figure. A very nice figure. I love this one. I'm gonna put it right at the back. Okay, more hybrids to go. We are not done yet. Okay, this one is a very nice custom painted Megaraptor. Okay, I wouldn't call this a hybrid, but let's just call this a level 10 because it doesn't really look that dramatic or that colorful or vibrant like, you know, the rest of the other level 40 dinosaurs. So let's just call this a level 10 Megaraptor. Beautiful. Okay, moving on. I still have one herbivorous hybrid to show you guys. That is one beautiful figure. This is known as the Juggernaut, another boss in Jurassic World The Game. Okay, Juggernaut, I think it has the DNA of Triceratops once again. It also, yeah, I'm not too sure what is the DNA, but you can see that this is a Triceratops with plenty of horns. This is actually 3D printed. Beautiful figure. Really gorgeous. Okay, so this was actually made from a Hammond Collection Triceratops. Really gorgeous. I think the mouth can be moved if I'm not wrong. Yep, you can actually open and close the jaw. So that is pretty incredible. I love this figure. What about you guys? Let me know down below, okay? Juggernaut. Let's put this one right in the middle. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna show you guys one of my works, but I'm not like super happy or pleased with it. Okay, let me show you guys. I named this the Galaxy Spider Indoraptor. You guys know why? Okay, because the color scheme is actually inspired by Spider-Man. You know, like blue and red. And you can see like this little pink spots. And the metallic paint makes it look like a little bit like an avatar. You know, guys, have you guys watched the Avatar movie before? So it's like blue, you know, aliens and stuff like that. So this is like my own creation, the Galaxy Spider Indoraptor. Okay, to be honest, I kind of like it. I kind of don't like it as well because I feel that I could have done a better job, you know, for this figure. It's not the best figure. It's not my best work for sure, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Some of you guys actually told me that you really like it. Okay, I know that you guys are just being nice. Okay, all right. We still have a couple more hybrids right over there. Let me pick it up for you guys. We still have plenty more to go, so we have to go faster. This one, it's a Raptor. Raptor is not a custom painted dinosaur. As you can see, this is actually part Velociraptor, sickle-shaped claw, and part Carnotaurus. Very slender. So I suppose, you know, the Carnotaurus is actually a very slender dinosaur. It was very fast. So Velociraptor mixed with Carnotaurus is gonna be even faster, I suppose. Let's pick up another one, another hybrid right there. Alright, sorry, you actually took a look at my feet. Okay, so this is the another hybrid. And if I'm not wrong, this is also from the Chaos Effect series. Comstanatus, part Compsognathus and part Stegosaurus. Interesting figure. You can see the spikes at the end of the tail resemble the spikes of a Stegosaurus. It also has the plates of a Stegosaurus. I think this one is you are able to like move it. I can't remember how you actually do this. How do you move it? You're supposed to like press this one down. Maybe it's stuck. I'm not too sure. I used to be able to move this like quite easily. Perhaps it is no longer working. I'm not exactly sure. But yep, Compsognathus, beautiful figure. Let's move on. Next up, Indominus Rex Gen 2, if I'm not wrong. Okay, I have used a very... Okay, we've actually used a different quality of paint. And it's not the best for sure. It's kind of like sticky. Yeah, but interesting figure. Interesting Indominus Rex. Okay, Indominus Rex Gen 2. If I'm not wrong, this is also from... I'm not too sure whether it's from Jurassic World The Game or from, you know, another series. I can't remember. Okay, next up. This figure is definitely from Jurassic World The Game. Level 40 Tarbosaurus. So Tarbosaurus, in case you guys do not know, is part of the Tyrannosauridae family. You can see it also has 2 fingers on each arm. It looks like a T-Rex for sure. So this is a level 40 Tarbosaurus. Tarbosaurus, if I'm not wrong, is known as the alarming lizard? Was it known as the alarming lizard? I can't remember. Okay, next up, I'm gonna show you guys level 40 Suchomimus. Level 40 Suchomimus. So we custom painted this on our own as well. The legs are actually painted with golden paint. I love it. I love it. It's not one of my best work for sure, but I still think that this is a pretty decent looking figure. Yep. Perhaps this one I shouldn't have painted it in green. It looks kind of weird. But yes, this looks a little bit like a Chinese New Year kind of dragon. Yeah. I mean, the Chinese New Year is approaching soon. So yep. Which is why I have the idea. Okay, next up, let's pick up some of these custom painted figures. They are level 40 Allosaurus and level 40 Ceratosaurus. Check this out. This is a level 40 Allosaurus. A beautiful one. You can see the spikes are really huge. Oh, what are this? Is that like some dirt? Yep, the paint is a little bit sticky. I'm not too sure why. Alright, so level 40 Allosaurus. This is actually made with a Metriacanosaurus Hammond Collection figure, if I'm not wrong. Alright, I'm gonna put this one right here. We have plenty of hybrids right now on the table. Okay, next up, level 40 Ceratosaurus. We didn't use a Ceratosaurus figure to create this. Okay, I mean, we actually got this from Greta as well. Greta didn't use the Ceratosaurus figure because Ceratosaurus figure is basically extremely hard to find. So this is our level 40 Ceratosaurus. She used the Metriacanosaurus Hamilton Collection figure to create this. Nice. Okay, next up. Let's see what else we got. So I've got a metallic green Velociraptor. So you can see that this green is actually exactly the same as the Tarbosaurus. So while I was painting the Tarbosaurus, we had plenty of leftover paint. So we just took one of our, spare Velociraptors and painted it in like metallic green. I think it looks very cool. Simple, plain metallic green, but I think it looks awesome. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna show you guys this one. This one from Jurassic Park, and I think this is also from Chaos Effect. And Ankyloranodon, okay? Pot Ankylosaurus, you can see the spikes of an Ankylosaurus, and Pot Pteranodon. Pteranodon, you can see the wings, you can see the head crest, okay? And I think it has a missing pot to the tail. So it's quite a rare figure. I got this off eBay. It's a really, really fun figure for sure. Very, very fun figure. Okay, you're supposed to like put it this way, and you can actually move this little button right here, and the tail will just like wriggle. Ankyloranodon, Pot Ankylosaurus, and Pot Pteranodon. Alright, next up, there are still more hybrids to go. Argospinax, Pot Aragosaurus. As you guys know, Aragosaurus is the sauropod and Pot Spinosaurus. I'm not too sure where does the Spinosaurus come from. Probably from the neurospine bones. Yeah, probably. But this one definitely looks more like a sauropod to me. It looks more like an Argosaurus Level 40 or something like that. This is a very vintage figure. Not a custom painted figure. This is one from Kenner. Alright, next up. This one. It's a Level 40 Spinosaurus. So this Indominus Rex, we actually got some of the color inspiration from the Level 40 Spinosaurus. Yeah, some inspiration, like the blue and red. But I definitely feel that this color looks way better. I should have painted the Indominus Rex like, blue and red. So this is not the best looking figure in terms of accuracy. Is not there. Next up, what do we have? This is a Chaos Effect Lycanops. I can't remember whether this is the right name for this figure, but this is basically a prehistoric animal. This is actually not a custom painted figure, an actual figure, just that the colors are kind of like one-off, because this figure is like over 30 years. Okay, next up, I'm gonna show you guys a huge one. Okay, this one is definitely one of the more tedious work that I've done. So this sail right here is actually made of clay. Yeah, I used some clay and sculpted this. It's not sticking onto the body really well. So this is the Level 40 Mosasaurus. The eyes, as per usual, were painted by Mrs. Dan. Mrs. Dan are really good with like painting small little stuff, because she's a nail artist. So if one day you are in Singapore, if you want to drop by, you can actually get in touch with Mrs. Dan. Mrs. Dan will run a nail salon called the Nail Canvas in Singapore. You can book an appointment with her and you can come to my place for a visit. If one day you are in Singapore, just contact Mrs. Dan. She'll be very, very happy. Yeah. Alright, next up. I think we are just left with one figure. A custom painted Megingosaurus. Sounds still working. Okay, we actually got this from eBay as well. I think this figure is really, really nicely done. And yep, that concludes all the hybrids in our collection. Let me show you guys, okay? So yes, just now you guys know what? I have one of the Mosasaurus and I have no idea what happened. The paint actually melted and it dripped from here all the way down. Yeah, it was very, very terrifying because, I do not want all of my custom painted figures to have like this melting of paint issue. So I'm actually quite worried about it. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take the nice thumbnail, a photo for a nice thumbnail. I'm gonna be placing all the figures back onto the shelf, and I'll show you guys like how it looks like. Yeah, as for the Mosasaurus, I have temporarily put it aside. Yeah, it's really sad. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching this video. Okay, it's not ending yet. I'll be showing you guys the shelf later on. Okay, so I'll be giving you guys some updates in the basement dino dungeon as well. Okay, so stay tuned. Let me take my thumbnail picture first, and I'll show you guys what happened after I've placed all the figures back. I've basically cleaned the shelf right over there. Alright, let's do this. Alright guys, check this out. So I have placed every single figure back onto the shelf. I've actually cleaned up the entire shelf, so it's looking very clean and tidy right now, as you can see. So this one is actually a custom made Allosaurus. So you also have the Baryonyx, Ultimasaurus right here. We have 3 Ultimasaurus, you have the Mortem Rex. The Mosasaurus is right at the back, and here is another row. We can perhaps, swap the rows, but these are actually pretty short. So, yep, all the custom painted dinosaurs are right here. Looking very neat and tidy. So, yep. So this is basically the, after the video, I've just put in every single figure. Alright, so any other updates? Not exactly, but I know that probably by next week, hopefully by next week, we will be able to get our ultimate damage Scorpios Rex as well as the Indoraptor. Hopefully they will arrive soon so that you guys can actually have a look next week. Okay, so I think that's all for now. More or less, not many updates, just that the new figures are coming in, and Jurassic World Rebirth will be playing this summer, probably in June. And I have some updates for you guys. There will be a Jurassic World exhibition. It's basically going on all over the world right now, and the nearest that I can actually go to is actually in Bangkok, Thailand. So I might be going over very, very soon. It's basically starting in second quarter of this year, which means April onwards. So I'll be heading over there with Mrs. Dan for sure. Okay, so yep, I hope to bring you guys along. I'll probably do a live tour right over there. I'm not too sure. Probably. And yeah, that's my update. And of course, we have a new batch of Chonky coming in. If you want to get yours, you can go on to dansurprisestore.com. Okay, link in the About Us tab on my channel, or just go on to dansurprisestore.com. You can actually make your purchase. You can also order a personalized video right on the website as well, dansurprisestore.com as well. Okay, so yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do another video next week. I'm hoping to do like a T-Rex collection for you guys. Alright, so I will see you guys next week. Next week, there'll probably be 2 videos, okay? And one more update. It's going to be exciting for you guys, okay? For all of you who have stayed until right now, this is an exclusive update for you. I'm actually going to be releasing a Dan Surprise theme song very soon. It's going to be epic, okay? It's really created just for you guys. It will be like a channel trailer. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys, okay? So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.